Hello everyone, this is Sukanya Sargunar. Today let us see how mushroom classification is done on whether it is edible or poisonous using different machine learning algorithms like decision tree, random forest, SVM, logistic regression and KNN. People love to collect mushrooms for their dishes in the wild even now due to their unique flavors in the winter season. Problem is that non-experts do not know whether a particular mushroom is edible or poisonous. Let us see about the following topics in detail in the upcoming slides. Before going into the project in detail, let us see some important facts about mushroom. Mushrooms are extensively used in cooking and are also subjected for research in pharmacological uses due to their nutrients and mineral content. So here we are going to use a dataset taken from UCI repository, which has 8,124 mushrooms in it with 23 features like cap shape, cap surface, etc. Some of the healthy facts are they are rich in B vitamins. They help protect heart health due to the presence of fiber, potassium, and vitamin C in it. Riboflavin and niacin is also very good for red blood cells and digestive system. There is no simple rule for determining the edibility of mushroom, and it is very difficult and time consuming for non-experts. So we are going to classify the mushrooms using machine learning in an automated way. We are going to identify the top relevant features in it so that novices can quickly identify the poisonous mushroom without much time consumption. So here in this project, we are going to see what are the characteristics of poisonous mushroom and what are the dominant characteristics of edible mushroom, create visualizations to depict them, and apply different classifier models to predict the type of mushroom, whether it is edible or poisonous. So in our data set, the parts of the mushroom, what we see here, are considered as our feature variables in our data set. So from the diagram, we can observe what are the features: cap shape, cap surface, cap color, gill space, size, color, stalk shape, root, etc. Among the 23 features, one feature known as class is considered as our target variable, and this target variable has two types in it: edible and poisonous type. So in our data set, poisonous is greater than edible. That is, edible has around 3,700 types of samples in it, and the rest we have considered as poisonous. All the other feature variables are considered as our independent variables for our classification. Before applying our classifier model, let's do the exploratory data analysis. So during that, we have cleaned the data. We observed that there is no null values in it, and all the binary features were reassigned to 0 and 1 values. Whale type column, that is whale type feature, was dropped since all the values were same in it, and ring number values, which had three types in it, were represented using the numerical values 0, 1 and 2. Other than that, which has more than three types, they were classified or given different representation using one hot encoding method. So this visualization tells us that mushroom gill color B is predominant in our samples. Similarly, based on habitat, we see that D type of habitat is predominant in our given data set. Similarly, this count plot, which shows a stacked way of representation based on poisonous and edible, we observed that N type flavor, which is an edible based on that edible type of mushroom, N type order is predominant. And similarly, in poisonous, we see that based on gill color, we observe B type gill color, that is narrower gill color, is predominant in it. And this count plot tells us that among the poisonous class, F-type order is predominant. And similarly, among the edible type of class, N-type order is predominant, or we have more samples in it. So now we are going to apply the classifier model. We have applied logistic, naive-based, decision tree, random forest, SVM, and KNN. Among that, we see that naive-based gave the lowest prediction accuracy or classification accuracy. And this right hand side diagram shows the confusion matrix given by logistic regression classifier. This confusion matrix is used as a metric for evaluating our classifier model, whether our classifier model has classified accordingly or correctly. So we observe that it has correctly classified all the samples and there are 0 misclassified samples in it. Then we are going to use, we have used grid search CV library for hyperparameter tuning to get the important features among the 22 features we had. So the top 10 features which are used for classification are order A, order I, spore print color, breezes, etc. So thus we come to know that based on order, gill size, spore print color, breezes, stalk surface above the ring, we can classify a particular mushroom as poisonous or not. If the gill size are narrow, then they are likely to be poisonous. Similarly, if the mushroom does not have breezes, it's likely to be poisonous. And if it appears silky, stalk surface, then it is said to be poisonous. So by now, we are clear how a poisonous mushroom is classified. So now let us enjoy having healthy mushrooms. Thank you.